Good day, friends. Let's start with our next topic on Unit 4. The, we'll see some Rehabilitation Authority (SRA). Now, Government of India definition of slums or settlements. A slum was defined as a compact settlement with a collection of poorly built tenements, mostly of temporary nature, crowded together, usually with inadequate sanitary and drinking water facilities in unhygienic conditions. Apparent physical substandardness, irrespective of land ownership or tenure status. Unfit for human habitation due to dilapidation, overcrowding, lack of ventilation, light or sanitation facilities, which are water, roads, healthcare, and education. If conditions met, settlements can be regularized as slums. Now, classification of slum settlements. Sorry, on pre-owned hold land, such as those in inner city, highlighted blighted areas or urban villages, squatter settlements, which are encroachment on public or private land, illegal land subdivision, where quasi or legal land ownership but the land subdivision undertaken illegally, public or private leasehold land, such as cooperative model in resettlement colonies or urban villages. Now let's see SRA, the genesis. Slum Rehabilitation Authority, the genesis. Phase 1. Prior to 1970, clearance of slums were the only solution thought of by the state government. The encroachment would grow again post the demolition drive. This was not the permanent solution to the situation. In phase 2, it became necessary to tolerate slum as housing structure. Census of hutments were carried and identity cards were issued to such dwelling post February 1976. It was agreed that whenever the slums are to be removed for public purposes, the dwellers would be located elsewhere. In phase 3, in the mid-80s, the guidelines of the World Bank slum upgradation work was carried out. Slums lands were given on 30 years lease to slum dwellers society at nominal lease rent. Soft loans were provided for slum upgradation on an as-is where-is basis. Such schemes were limited to state government, municipal and housing board lands. In phase 4, that is in post 1990, a comprehensive rehabilitation scheme was launched under the recommendation of Afzalpurkar committee headed by Shri Dinesh Afzalpurkar, ex-Chief Secretary. Maharashtra Slum Area, that is Improvement, Clearance and Redevelopment Act of 1977 was amended and Slum Rehabilitation Authority was created. Wide notification dated 16 December 1995. It became functional from 25 December 1995. It was given corporate status from 3rd January 1997. It is now an independent autonomous body. This is the site plan of slums. You can go through it. These are 6-meter wide road. All houses reached by fire brigade. No window face each other. Community centers at entrance. Temple area with lawn. Septic tank for all the units. This is slum proposed under integrated housing and slum development program. This is some Pushpavi Nagar, Dronagiri, Virar district, Thane. Now building plan for dwelling unit. Let's see the building plan. It's very simple. 1 bedroom accommodation, 1 living room, 1 kitchen and toilet block, independent toilet block. A separate bathroom for each unit. Then external doors and windows have jali work and I-shaped cooking platform. This I-shaped cooking platform is provided. About it, dwelling area is about 27 square meter. That is round about to 280 to 290 square feet. Now let's see traffic transportation system. A facility consisting of the means and equipment necessary for the movement of passengers or goods. Transport or transportation is the movement of humans, animals and goods from one location to another. Modes of transport include air, land, rail and road, water cable, pipeline and space. Transport is important because it enables trade between people, which is essential for development of civilizations. Effective transportation management keeps a company's whole supply chain running smoothly. With successful transportation execution, inventory can be kept lean and can be moved in and out of a warehouse quickly and efficiently. This improves warehouse efficiency, reduces overall lead time, and save money on storage. Traffic management. Traffic management is a key branch within logistics. It concerns the planning, control, and purchasing of transport services needed to physically move vehicles, aircraft, road vehicle, rolling stock, and watercraft and freight to improve safety and accessibility for all transport modes. In priority order, the aims of the topic strategy are to improve road safety, manage traffic demand, encourage accessible and sustainable modes of transport, improve local environments, reduce community severance, and facilitate economic activity. In addition to the above, the integrated countryside traffic management strategy has 8 objectives. First one, to change travel behavior and attitudes towards travel. Two, to minimize the damage caused by motorized traffic on rural towns and villages and the countryside. Third one, to encourage use of alternative modes of transport to the car by improving accessibility by public and community transport. Fourth one, to provide improved pedestrian and cycle networks. Pedestrian means people who are walking on the road. You can call padachari in Marathi. To reduce the perceived danger created by vehicular traffic. Sixth one, to provide and update travel information about public and community transport. Seventh one, to enhance integration between transport modes. To reduce the demand for travel by establishing new methods of access. For example, teleworking, groceries delivered by supermarkets. Now let's see intelligent transport system. Intelligent transport system, that is ITS, is an emerging transportation system which is comprised of an advanced information and telecommunication network for users, roads and vehicles. ITS is integrated application of advanced technologies using uh, programmable softwares, electronics, computers, advanced sensors. This application provides travelers with important information while improving the safety and efficiency of the transportation system. Intelligent transport systems, that is ITS, involve the collection and processing of data to provide information, to advise or control the action of travelers, drivers, fleet operators, and network managers using computers with multimedia communications and other technology. Sorry. Now, what does ITS offers? It allows improved use of existing infrastructure by providing a better understanding of the transport networks, light traffic and travel information, quick response, providing new methods to manage the network, improved traffic signals and vehicles priority, improved inter-organizational communications, providing new services to the public, travel information to make journeys easier and more. These are the various images of intelligent transportation system. This is the collection tool. Information is given to drivers and the commuters through the system of computers and electronic devices. These are electronic boards giving information of to the drivers or pedestrians. Background situation of promoting ITS to solve problems caused by the road, to activate the economy, to reach an advanced information telecommunication society, to coordinate different transport modes. Now, intelligent transport system applications, electronic toll collection. Today, most tolls roads are electronic toll collection system and it detects and processes tolls. Each head pass by the vehicles mounted on transporter that on it that are mounted on a toll lane. Your account is automatically debited by the transporter. The antenna and the transporter and reads your account information. The amount of toll is deducted and you are allowed through. This is the fast tag which you are popular, that is tag. Okay, it is scanned by this tag reader. Okay, and it is monitored by traffic monitoring cameras. Okay, and this barrier is automatically open to allow the car to pass through it, and this is traffic information display. Emergency vehicle notification. Intelligent transportation system, particularly the FCD floating car data model, can also be used to provide advance warning to motorists or traffic jams, accidents and other emergency situations. This system can provide alternative routes or recommendations to motorists so as to avoid congestion and travel delays. Okay, warnings is given to motorists regarding traffic jams, any other accidents or other emergency situation beforehand. Cordon zones with congestion pricing. With the intelligent transportation system, cordon zones can also be enforced where the mass transportation systems are available and their use encouraged. Cordon system makes it possible to collect taxes from those entering city areas with high traffic while encouraging the use of mass transit. So this indicate the boundary of the congestion area. This indicate the congestion pricing entry. Okay, where you can, the toll is collected automatically, and also this taxes, that is zakat or entry taxes, they are also automatically collected. Automatic road enforcement. A traffic enforcement camera system consisting of a camera and a vehicle monitoring device is used to detect and identify vehicles disobeying a speed limit or some other road legal requirements, and automatically ticket offenders based on the license plate number. Traffic tickets are sent by email. For example, speed cameras identify speed limit. Red light cameras detect vehicles that cross a stop line. Bus lane cameras identify vehicles traveling in lanes reserved for buses. Then this is the collision avoidance system. Okay, the sensor is placed in the center of the road and it intimates the driver of the both cars that both of them are approaching the square. Here also the sensor make activate the driver that there is some obstacle on the road. Here also lane change assistance is given, okay, by the sensors so that this car can safely overtake this car. Then lane departure warning is also given that this, okay, you have departed the lane and entered into a new lane. These are also indicated to driver that your speed is here and you can roll over. You may collide or you may somersault. Okay, you have an accident by slippery of the road. Okay, this is the same. You are crossing the road departure. Okay, you are crossing the road limits. Then this is forward collision warning. Two cars approaching in front of us. This is also rear impact warning. Okay, and so on. Then traveler information service. Information is generated, traffic sensor, then aerial surveillance, weather monitoring, incident detection, transit location. Okay, they are all processed, okay, and sent to travelers to have delay in accident, road weather, next bus traveler times, emergency alerts and alternative routes. And travelers respond, change the route, he change the departure time, change the mode and change the destination. Then emergency management system. emergency management services greatly enhanced by the government and centers that continually monitor the ma- emergency conditions. When an accident occurs, the nearest emergency service vehicle is located electronically and dispatched to the scene. Highway managers then alert other drivers of the incident through dynamic message signs. These services reduce response times, help save lives, and reduce the occurrence of secondary incidents. Benefits of intelligent transportation system: time saving, better emergency response times and services, reduce crashes and fatalities, cost avoidances. Fatalities means death rate, cost avoidance, increase customer satisfaction, energy and environmental benefits, and decreasing of probability of congestion occurrence. Thank you very much.